Welcome to our history file related to the Tremont project. The home had significant opportunity, being a 120-year-old heritage home with a mix of old Tudor design. The main challenges were as follows. Related to exterior structure, the home had no insulation and significant structural decay. The Tudor and lath was busy in design and badly rotted, as well as prone to heavy maintenance. The front veranda, due to placement of vertical lath boards, did not appear to be part of the home. The living space in the house was very chopped up, and due to the cottage-type roof, really limited usable floor space, particularly on the second level. In the 80s, the Tudor had been removed on the rear sides and second level, detracting from the heritage and curb appeal of the home. The home was largely knob and tube wiring and was under-provisioned with a main hydro panel. The plumbing was the old cast iron, which had failed in numerous locations, and water damage was evident in multiple locations. Related to the main floor design elements, the main side entry to the house was closed in by large interior walls on the left and flanked by the hall closet on the right, which negatively impacted the feel of the main entrance and restricted access to the basement. The main floor den was very small, with windows looking onto a veranda with no direct access, darkening the space and really making it uninviting. The veranda was largely not used due to no insulation and/or heating of this space, dramatically reducing yearly usability and also not readily accessible. Much of the space was closed in and narrow in nature, as seen by the staircase and dining room, resulting in spaces that lacked warmth and functionality. The kitchen had been renovated in the early 80s, and cabinets were still in excellent condition. Due to budget considerations, it was decided to work with the original cabinets, but many elements beyond the cabinets would be redesigned to enhance the space. Doors between the solarium and kitchen could not fully open due to placement of the main heating rod. Inadequate lighting, both upper and accent and under counter lighting, really detracted from the feel and functionality of the kitchen. Laminate counter surfaces and backsplashes dramatically impacted the appeal and space and very much dated the kitchen. The vinyl flooring further detracted from this space. The installation of bulkheads above the cabinetries were also not consistent or respectful to the era of the home, and added no practical application or design value. Entry between the kitchen and dining room was very closed in. Very limited display area and a need for additional cabinetry and/or servery had also been requested. The dining room was in significant need of updating. The paneling and stippled ceiling detracted from the century home and were not consistent with the era of the home. The living room had two hallways in the room, once again resulting in limited usable space. The original fireplace had significantly deteriorated and was no longer usable due to fire safety concerns. The quantity of heating rods that were originally required to address the lack of insulation further impacted furniture placement and negatively impacted utility costs in operating of this heritage home. The exterior doors leading to the veranda also detracted from the elegance of this space, and the lack of centering of the main living room window once again detracted from the functionality as well as curb appeal of this home. Related to the second story design elements. The second story landing was very closed in and divided into very small spaces, often making those spaces unusable. The cottage-type roof that ran on both sides of the front of the house resulted in crawl-space closets that were almost unusable spaces and dramatically limited floor space. The kitchenette provided no real value, and the bath was very dated in design and application. The flat ceiling over the bath did not take advantage of the dormer potential, once again closing in the space. We encourage you to explore further by viewing the redesign of this home found in the virtual tour menu of this DVD. Thank you for visiting Lifestyles by Barons.